Hello friends, my name is Rupali Balujangam, second year of MSc Zoology. Today's our topic is blood clotting and its molecular mechanism. Blood clotting. Blood clotting or coagulation is the transformation of blood from a liquid into a solid gel. Normally, blood remains in its liquid form as long as it stays within the vessels. If it is drawn from the body, it thickens and forms a gel. The gel is called a clot. It consists of a network of insoluble protein fibers called fibrin in which the formed elements of blood are trapped. Sequence of clotting mechanism. Normally, during circulation, the blood does not clot because the enzymes involved in clotting are in the inactive form. Slight initial activation causes clotting in which each enzyme activates another one in a sequential manner till the conversion of fibrinogen into fibrin. In general, clotting occurs in three stages, namely first stage, that is formation of prothrombin activator. Second stage, that is conversion of prothrombin into thrombin. Third stage, that is conversion of fibrinogen into fibrin. Let's see step by step. First stage, that is formation of prothrombin activator. Thus, formation of prothrombin activator occurs through two pathways, that is intrinsic pathway and extrinsic pathway. Prothrombin activator is formed in two ways, namely extrinsic pathway. In extrinsic pathway, the formation of prothrombin activator is initiated by the tissue's thromboplastin, and in intrinsic pathway, the formation of prothrombin activator is initiated by platelets which are within the blood itself. First of all, we need to understand which factors are involved in blood clotting. Coagulation of blood occurs through a series of reactions due to the activation of a variety of substances. Those substances necessary of clotting are called clotting factors. The clotting factors are, there are 13 factors which are included in this reaction. First factor, that is fibrinogen. Second factor, that is prothrombin. Third factor, that is thromboplastin. Fourth factor, that is calcium. Fifth factor, that is Labile factor. It is also called as proslarin or accelerator globulin. Seventh factor, that is stable factor. Eighth factor, that is anthropophilic factor. Ninth factor, that is Christmas factor. 10th factor, that is Stewart Prower factor. 11th factor, that is plasma thromboplastin antistidine. 12th factor, that is Hegeman factor. And last, 13th factor, that is fibrin stabilizing factor. Here 6 factors are not proved. Let's see intrinsic pathway. Intrinsic pathway for the formation of prothrombin activator. In this pathway, the formation of prothrombin activator is initiated by platelets which are within the blood itself. During the injury, the blood vessel is ruptured, endothelium is damaged, and collagen beneath the endothelium is exposed. When factors 12, that is Hitchman factor comes in contact with collagen, it is converted into activated factor 12. The presence of kallikrein and kinogen. The activated factor 12 converts factor into 11th. Activated 11th in the presence of HMW kinogen. The activated factor 11th activates factor 9th in the presence of factor 4th, that is calcium. Activated factor 9th activates factor 10 in the presence of factor 8 and calcium. When platelets comes in contact within collagen of damaged blood vessels, it gets activated and releases phospholipids. Now, the activated factor 10 reacts with platelet phospholipid and factor 5 to form prothrombin activator. This needs the presence of calcium ions. Factor 5 is activated by the positive feedback effect of thrombin. Let's see extrinsic pathway for the formation of prothrombin activator. In this pathway, the formation of prothrombin activator is initiated by the tissues thromboplastin, which is formed from the injured tissues. Sequence of events in extrinsic pathway. Tissues that are damaged during injury releases tissue thromboplastin, that is factor 3rd. Thromboplastin contains proteins, phospholipids and glycoprotein, which acts as proteolytic enzymes. Glycoprotein and phospholipid components of thromboplastin convert factor 10 into activated factor. Activated factor 10 in the presence of factor 7th. Activated factor reacts with factor 5th and phospholipid component of tissue, the thromboplastin, to form prothrombin activator. This reaction requires the presence of calcium ions. Stage 2nd, conversion of prothrombin into thrombin. Prothrombin activator converts prothrombin into thrombin in the presence of calcium. Thrombin itself can accelerate this reaction by positive feedback. Mechanism, that is the initial thrombin activates factor 5th. This is turn accelerate the formation of both extrinsic and intrinsic prothrombin activator. Stage 3rd, conversion of fibrinogen into fibrin. During this, soluble fibrinogen is converted into insoluble fibrin by thrombin. Initially, the fibrinogen is converted into activated fibrinogen, which is called fibrin monomer. This polymerizes with other monomer molecules to form fibrin. The first form, fibrin, contains loosely arranged strands. This is modified later into a dense tight aggregate by fibrin stabilizing factor, that is 12th factor, and this reaction requires the presence of calcium ions. Last, the fibrinogen thrombin activated fibrinogen polymerization with fibrin and loose strands, factor 13th and calcium fibrin tight clot. This is the last process of clotting. Hope you all understand. Thank you.